I think I'm only halfway through the Portage so far, and I honestly couldn't imagine doing this with a canoe and with my heavy backpack. I guess all in all it really turned out to be the best, that I couldn't even do the first one. Today I am going out on a trip for sure. The weather is so beautiful. It's partially cloudy. I see a lot of blue sky up there. I'm pedaling backwards actually a little bit to the portage that I was going to take coming back from my original trip plans. It's over 800-meter portage, but at the end of it there are a couple of campsites that would be cool to check out. There's also a hiking path connecting to it, all along the ridge that we saw on our first night on the little island where the beautiful colors were at. Tomorrow I want to change campsites one more time. I want to go back to the first lake, and there's another campsite that's closer to the outfitter, past the island that we stayed at. So yeah, but let me get going here. Let me make some breakfast, and then we'll pack up a day pack and head out. Ready to pack my things for today's little excursion, but I wanted to show you everything that I'm taking in my day pack. So we'll have my little foam pillow to sit on, the wash bag kind of. I have some toilet paper in there and some other little things. I have some snacks here, some crackers and cheese, my first aid kit, my rain pants, of course the InReach Mini. I have a battery pack with the cables for my iPhone and for the InReach Mini. I'm taking my water filter just in case, and of course a water bottle. Everything goes in my waterproof bag from Pacific Northwest. You've seen me many times on my trips with this bag before. I really do love it. It's very waterproof, but I did have a problem with the zipper. It no longer opens up. No matter what I tried, the front zipper doesn't open up, and I had a memory card in it. And so I had to cut a hole into it and get the memory card out. That was a bummer. That's the only bad thing about this, but I love this bag otherwise. It's super lightweight. It folds down to the size of my palm, or less actually, and it's very comfortable. I still can't get over how cool this is. have paddled through things like this in Florida, but never here, of course. Oh, I see spiders on the wall. Oh, they were cool. I'm gonna return and check them out. The wind and current keep pushing me out of this thing, but I wanna stop real quick and climb up this slope here and look at this train track finally. Hopefully my canoe will not float away. Wow, that's crazy. It just goes on and on. Doesn't look like an easy path with a canoe or with a backpack. It's super slippery. It's got roots exposed that are wet and a steep hill. I was already warned that this might be a slippery path, and the man was not wrong. Yeah, I would have come down this hill with all my stuff, going it twice because I can't carry everything in one go. This path is probably a lot easier in the summer, but in the fall there are so many leaves. It's actually hard at first glance to see where it continues, because it's just one layer of leaves. I had to stop here for a second and look around and make sure I don't go the wrong way, but this seems to be the most obvious way right there. But that's also why I use Gaia GPS when I hike. I record my track as I walk, and that way I can find my way back in case I get lost. I always have my starting point, I know where my canoe is at, and I can find my way backwards again. Of course here Avenza map also shows me exactly where this portage goes, so I can check on that one as well. I also marked the 2 water spots that we passed. Just in case I do get stuck, I know where to find fresh water. These are just all like little things that can keep you safe in case of an emergency. But it's really beautiful. It's definitely an amazing fall trip. And it smells very different here too. It smells like leaves, like the leaves that have fallen already. At the campsite it smells like a sweet pine, because I'm surrounded by pine trees there, and I love that smell too. They're both amazing. It's raining. Oh no, I thought we were done with the rain. And that was it. Somebody left some shiny new things here. It's a nice lake. So we would have come from here on Saturday. This here should be the hiking path that I was looking for, that goes along the ridge line, I guess, or the top of the little hill here. But it doesn't look maintained at all. It's this way and this way. I think it no longer can be called a hiking path at this point. So windy again. I don't think I will go over to the other end of the lake to fight the wind the whole way, just to see that little creek over there. I'm tucked away in the tent. I put everything away. I'm just hanging out now, and I'm debating about dinner. It's too early for dinner now, but I'm hoping that the wind subsides in a little bit, so I can sit outside one more time here at this camp and have my dinner. But if it's this windy and cold, I don't know. Where I was sitting this morning for breakfast, it actually is covered from the wind, so maybe I'll try there. But the other side where I sat the other evenings, that's the wind side, and it's so cold, that wind now.
It's amazing that I still have 2 nights, and normally I have 2 nights total on my trips, sometimes 3. It really is the way to go, to just do a whole week if you can. Especially places like this where there's so much to explore. There's 2 little ducks that I see all the time here on this lake. They're just swimming by there again. It's so cute. No moose and no loons here. There's nothing but clouds over on the other side, where we spent the last couple of sunsets. The wind is there are clouds, it's bitter cold. And here this is the only wind-free zone on this whole campsite. And now I have a sunset on this side. It's almost 7 o'clock. I usually end up in the tent around 8:30. The sun is setting so early now. compared to the summer. And I just enjoy listening to my audiobook in the tent for a little bit. And I just love being in the tent, I really do. But first, I have this creme brulee. It doesn't look as inviting anymore as it did yesterday, but it's super delicious. And actually I didn't bring any wine on my trip this time. I no longer go shopping to the big supermarkets or whatever. I get everything delivered, and they don't have any small bottles of wine where you usually order my food from. So no wine for me on this trip. It's the first time, I think. But at least dessert.